Lofree have just released a new keyboard that proves the idea that sometimes less is more. Quite a bit more, actually. The Lofree Flow is probably one of the most loved low-profile keyboards I've ever reviewed, and the Flow has a pretty unique army of loyal fans who describe it in ways like being a religious experience. They talk about how it sounds and also how smooth and creamy it feels to use. And you know what? They're right. This is a beautiful thing, but now it's got a big rival in the shape of the Lofree Flow Lite, and as we'll see, this thing is light in more ways than one. You better watch out. In this video, we'll take a look at all the updates and upgrades Lofree have added here, what makes it different to the original, and some pros and cons that should help you decide whether or not you should think about buying one. And just FYI, Lofree sent me these to test out ahead of their launch, but they're not sponsoring the video or getting to see any of this before it gets posted. Let's start by taking a look at what you get in the box. Now, I've got both the smaller 84 key version here as well as the 100 key option. In both boxes, you'll get some instructions, a high quality USB cable, and that's about it, along with the keyboard, of course. Now, so far, so good, but what about some other features? Well, one of the things you'll notice right away is this comes with a volume rocker at the top right. That's new and welcome. It allows you to rock and also click. It comes in a range of colors. I chose the gray option, but you can pick it up with white and pink. More on those later on. Now, you might also spot this one has a different material. Whereas the original Flow has an aluminium alloy frame, this one is made from ABS plastic, and that makes it a touch lighter in terms of the weight, especially if you're comparing it to the larger 100 key versions. And it turns out the light name also applies to the lighting on the keyboard. So in my original review of the Flow, I did talk about the fact that whilst it has got some nice lighting modes, they're just white and you can barely see them unless you're talking about those subtle RGB side lights. Now, on the Lofree Flow Lite, you're going to lose the side lights, but you get some proper shine through keycaps. So if you like to type in the dark, you'll actually be able to see the keys this time. Around the back, we can see that the new model has got adjustable feet rather than the fixed copper feet on the original. And on the inside, you'll see some more upgrades. The original Flow came with Bluetooth 5.1 and wired modes, whereas the Flow Lite upgrades that to Bluetooth 5.4 and also adds 2.4 gigahertz. Dongle just slots away underneath when you don't need it. You will expect to get a wireless operating distance of up to 15 meters. Now, I don't really know why you'd want to be 15 meters away from your computer, but I can confirm it works and the Bluetooth connection is really stable. Battery wise, it's the same size as the original. That's 2000 milliamp hours on the small one, 3000 on the 100 key version. That's going to give you either 80 or 100 hours of use without the lights on, which I think is pretty good. You can recharge it to full in 3 hours just using the USB-C port around here. And then the other addition that's worth shouting about here is an option to reconfigure and remap your keys using their custom software. This was missing completely from the original Lofree Flow. Now, this remapping software is going to be available for Windows machines at launch, but I couldn't test it as I'm a Mac user. The team did tell me that they're planning to release a web version later this year though, so if you're on a Mac, look out for that. Let's move on to the keys. There were three big things that made the Lofree Flow so special, and somehow they built in a gasket mount to this low profile form, and this basically gives you a kind of suspension rig in your keyboard that absorbs the force from your typing and creates a much more rounded sound. The second thing was their very lovely PBT die sub keycaps, which feel a bit like smooth pebbles and are super resistant to dirt and grease. And then the most important third element was their custom switches made with Kale and in full POM. I don't really know what POM means still, but I know it means that you get ultra smooth and very creamy typing sounds, so I'm just happy to remain ignorant at this point. Now, with the Lofree Flow Lite, you do get some of that setup, but not exactly the same. The gasket mount is there, and the keycaps are PBT double shot rather than die sub, and the switches are full POM again, but slightly different. The two switch options you get with the Lite are Spectre, which is a linear switch that's light and delicate, as well as Hades, which is the same linear style but designed to be a silent switch option. Could be a really good one for the office, or if you're a fan of finishing off emails while you're on a video call and you don't want anyone to know. They'll never hear a thing with this, you'll be fine. My big question was, will it be as nice to use with this new setup though? Let's find out with a typing test. So sound-wise, it's similar, but not the same. If you listen to this with the regular Flow, to me this is deeper and a bit more thocky, I'd say. The Lofree Lite has got that same dampened sound, but it's a little bit higher in pitch. Same goes for the 100 key option. And in terms of how they feel, the good news is that you get that classic Lofree smoothness, just like with the original Flow. And I'd say that the Flow Lite is a little bit snappier. It kind of bounces back much easier than the original. And yeah, that kind of makes sense. There's a lighter actuation on this new keyboard, and one of the only complaints I ever heard about the original with the Ghost switches was that they were a touch too heavy. Now, having used this new one for a little while, I can absolutely understand why you'd want to stick with these new Spectre switches. They're really nice. In terms of cons, well, there have been some trade-offs when it comes to Lofree designing this for a more budget-friendly audience. Now, the body is made of ABS plastic, which makes it light, but also, you know, it's plastic, so if you get it in the bright white color option, chances are this is just going to yellow with age. Just make sure you think about that before making your color selection. Also, whilst Lofree have worked really hard to reduce the price, don't forget to factor in shipping costs depending on where you are, as these can really add up. And finally, just a little disclaimer here, I have no stake in keyboards that give you tons of lighting options, as I just turn them off. But if you do like that sort of thing, you don't get much in the way of lighting options. It's just a white LED. If you like your rainbow striped unicorn effects, yeah, you're not going to find that here. Let's have a quick recap. Lofree took a look at their much loved premium priced low profile keyboard. They explored the small number of things that people just weren't happy with. They fixed them and then they made it cheaper. It's a really interesting strategy, and you might well ask, well, why would they do that? Why not just make a better version of their premium low profile keyboard and then keep the price point exactly the same? Well, you only need to look at their competitor pricing for a bit of a clue here, and I'd say that Newfie need to watch out for this one, because if I was faced with the choice of the Lofree Flow Lite or the Air 75, purely on typing feel and sound alone, I'd be picking the Lofree Flow Lite all day long. So Lofree's latest keyboard is available on Kickstarter today at a launch price of around $100, but you can get it much cheaper if you're quick and snap up some of the early bird pricing deals while they're available. Just check my link in the description if you want to know more about that. I will obviously update the links under the video once this keyboard is available on Lofree's main website, and the brand are also selling a massive variety of switches and keycaps if you want to build a custom bundle and customize your look. There's absolutely loads to choose from, including this very funky Matrix set. If you've got any other questions about this board, just meet me down there in the comments. And if you like this one, maybe check out one of my low profile keyboard showdowns like this one over here for some alternatives that you might want to check out. See you next time.